Well, good morning and welcome back for another daily Hot Sheets episode for Roswell, Georgia. I'm your host, Tania Gardère MacLeod, right here in Roswell, Georgia. Thanks for coming back. I wanted to kind of show you a quick way on how to go to my website, go to itstheperfectspot.com. When you come over here down under your agent, you can head over to the blog and you'll see the most recent daily hot sheet. And you'll know down underneath here in the blog, I'll always put what the daily mortgage rate is and the mortgage calculator. So what I want to do is go ahead and check and see what today's rate is. We're coming in at the same 6.64. Look at the 15-year fixed is down to 605. Wow. And VA and FHA are coming in at 6.10 and 6.11. So really great prices. And so one of the things I wanted to do is kind of take that number, the 6.64, when you click over to the mortgage calculator. But before I do that, I want to kind of go back into showing you what's going on here. This is our entire MLS is the black line here. And then Roswell, all of Roswell is the green. And then I've made my zip code 30075 the yellow. So I want to show you how long it's taking on average for homes to get under contract. And the days on market here for the Roswell area, the green is 21 days right now. That was last month. October, it was showing about 17 days. We were up to 32. So really 30 is a pretty good average. We had a peak of about 45, and you can see all of MLS was about 48 days. And right now, all of MLS is about 33 days. We're just a little bit quicker here in Roswell, about 21 days. But just kind of want to show you, and at the peak back in February 2020, the Roswell area was about 69. All of FMLS was 60. And our zip code, 30075, was actually the longest. Okay. So taking that into account, I think the 30, somewhere 30 day is pretty good average. We're down below that right now, but still 30 days is a very healthy market. Now, what I want to talk about is the average sales price right now. So in all of Roswell, we're coming in just under 700. Oh no, sorry, that was the zip code. So Roswell is at 662.8. Okay, so let's take that amount, and if we were to, let's say, if we were to take a 662 loan, and we were going to put, a lot of people would put 20% down, but let's just say we're only going to put 10% down. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. We're going to have that interest rate is already there. Okay. So if we put 10% down, that's going to be the 662. So let's just take that 662 and we're going to subtract a 10% payment, and we're going to have a 595 800 loan amount. So we can calculate and see what does that payment look like for an average home here in Roswell. We're looking at $3,800 a month, $3,821. Okay, so that's the benefit of going back and forth between the daily mortgage interest rate, so you can get the interest rate, and then knowing what our average sales price is, so you can kind of fill that number in and just get a feel for what is going on. Now, let's look at what's happened in the last 24 hours right here. We did have one new listing come on the market, and I know for a fact this is not a new listing. This townhome had been on the market for 113 days, I believe. 113 days already. It looks like they did at one point have a contract, but it came back on the market and then it expired. So now they're back on the market with a fresh listing. But again, that's been on the market for more than our average for the area. So we want to take a look at what's going on there. We did have one that closed. This was that's a lovely house over there off of Riverside, kind of near the river pool. I mean, beautiful property near the river, very traditional, gorgeous luxury style home, very traditional. Looks like a smaller kitchen, but then here you got that extra kitchen in the back. But it's a really lovely home. It can use obviously some nice paint to bring it more neutral, but really, really lovely property. And it sold for 1.375. Okay. And then let's go back here and see the two that went under contract. We had, okay, good. So it was one that was in Martin's Landing, which is on the other side of 400 Centennial School District. And the other one is, we'll do that in just a minute. So here's the Martin Landing one. It was a 3-2, and it looks like it had another full bath in the basement. So This one went under contract. List price is at 440. Let me see how many days on market it's been. It's been on the market for 30 days. So it took 30 days to get under contract. So that kind of falls in line with kind of what we're seeing for our average. So this one over in Chimney Lakes, which is Lassiter School District. Okay, this one was on the contract, listed and went under contract while being priced at $500,000, and this one also took 31 days. So again, I just want you to see these are kind of hitting what's happening with the average days on market. And then we do have one that's coming soon, Terramont, which is also on the other side of 400. Oh, good, another little 3-2. Offered for $429, coming on the market right after Christmas holiday. So it'll be available at on the 27th. It's vacant. I'm not sure why they didn't just go ahead and allow people to see that now. But anyway, super cute. That's a great little 3-2. Okay, let's see if there's, I don't think there's rent restrictions. What's that, Terramont? Let's see if there's any rent restrictions. No rent restrictions. So you can use that as an investment property at $529 is what it's offered for. So there you go. That's what I've got happening in our world today. If you want to see more information, kind of like what I did here, you know, kind of showing you comparing the full MLS, which is all of Metro Atlanta here on the black line down at the bottom. So you can kind of see how we compare in a specific market. And I always choose Roswell. That's where I live and do most of my business in the 30075. So I can do this for any area in Metro Atlanta for you and kind of show you that. If that's something you're interested in, just reach out and let me know. I would be honored to help. Hope you have a great day. Today's Thursday, December 21st, and we're getting very close to the holidays. So thanks for joining and hope to see you back tomorrow.